but political parties, like he was just about to start saying, have been criticized for, people have described these nominations by all manner of words. But are we criticizing them too much? Because, I mean, IEBC is already having a hard time preparing for the general election, and yet they're the body mandated to do so. Then you have political parties, which, are trying to do this thing. How can you rate their performance?
Thank you, Bessie. I think I'd like to, I sympathize with a lot of Kenyans whose hearts, I mean, there's some who have been disappointed. It's a contest. The nominations, especially the party nominations, have gone through a little spanner in those works.
Yeah,
because
sure.
I think the blame goes a lot to the party. But we have to remember that there are people who actually participate. They're like ODM, we had about, I think, 6,000 nominees. Well, those weren't nominated, and they were cleared. And the party prepared very well. I think, in fact, we were part of the team that helped to draft this strategy that we then handed to the National Elections Board. Not me personally, but we just talked about as being NASA Young Turks. We have a lobby group that works for our principals right now called Bado Mapambano Movement. So we've helped as much as we can because we envision this problem with nominations. Now, what happens is that once you have this system, then every aspirant, though, even though they tell you they want it free and fair, prepares to compromise the system. Now, it's you have this NEB, this small group of people, and they've tried to revolve to the counties, but then you have these aspirants coming in with every kind of resource that they can to make sure that I win, And it's, like I have about, I don't know how many people and how many wards and constituencies where everybody won.
Oh, everybody.
How can everybody win? There's only supposed to be one winner.
One winner.
So it's like, Jaoko, I was very good. The people loved me. And I won.
And I won.
And then 5 minutes later,
Jesse comes in and says, actually, I'm the one who won.
So who won?
But has it been an improvement from what we've seen from the other?
I think we should not be too hard on ourselves as Kenyans. Because if you look at where we came from, if you count the years, the 50 years plus, you look at how elections were conducted and what we're having now, where there's even, we're trying to be transparent, and people, all in all, as it said, it was peaceful. And there are many places where people actually got whom they wanted. It's not perfect yet. And if you look at our history, even up to the point where we had this new constitution and all, and devolution, you can see that everything is work in progress.
It has been progressive.
So we shouldn't be too hard on ourselves. We're really doing well. Things will get better.
Things will get better.
We need to, of course, hold everybody accountable. You see, if we're only holding the party accountable and we forget about the aspirant, then we make a mistake. Because even the aspirants should be held accountable for trying to manipulate
the process. All right, so we'll come back to the conversation, but for now, though,